Hi there everyone, and welcome to another Pokemon Ultra Moon Wi-Fi battle. This is a battle I had last night. I was a bit bored, and I was like, I'm really in the mood for a good singles battle, and I want to use some of my favourite Pokemon. But as you all know, the Festival Plaza is a pile of crap for trying to find single battles, but I tried it anyway, and eventually I was challenged by this Japanese person. I asked my Japanese person what their name is, and they said that is a common name called Kento. So my opponent here, Kento, challenged me. Now, when you get challenged on the Festival Plaza, it's always a bit of a random mix-up. You never know whether you're going to be fighting a noob who brings all legendaries, or someone who's going to bring their A-game, or even someone who just fancies using some random Pokemon they like. So, I wanted to go with my team, and this, as you can see, is what my opponent brought. Absolute destruction. That's that. Two Ultra Beasts, an Island Guardian, a pseudo-legendary, Aegislash, which was banned to Ubers, as far as I'm aware, and Gyarados. Gyarados being a pretty powerful Pokemon who is capable of Mega Evolving. So I knew this was going to be quite a challenge. But this is how it went. Went with the Lusamine theme, just trying to pick something different, and I think this theme is quite appropriate for this battle, as my opponent is quite the Ultra Beast spammer. So, I lead off with a Nancy, wanting to go for those damn sweet sticky webs, of course, but he's afraid because one of Celesteela's weaknesses is electric. But yeah, I'm just going for my webs. Want to make sure my team has the speed advantage. I did see his team only had one chance of a hazard remover in Tapu Koko, who learns Defog through Move Tutor. I decide to stay in here and do some damage to the Garchomp, and we see, since it outspeeds me, it is rocking that Choice Scarf, so it is locked into Earthquake, but is 2 times faster than it normally would be. Did I say 2 times? I don't know. 50%? No. It's 100% faster than it should be. So I am able to get a Bug Buzz off, doing decent damage. I think it might be in KO range now from an Ice Shard, but I'm sure my opponent is going to see that coming a mile away. So I'm actually just going to go for the knockoff instead. And in comes the Gyarados. Quite unfortunate. Gyarados kind of walls me, with Intimidate lowering my attack. But we do get the critical hit, so we do some nice damage. But we see we didn't actually knock off anything, so that Gyarados is probably holding a Mega Gyarados Stone, or Gyaradoseite. Yes, Mega Evolves. So I decide to switch into my Tsukiyomi here, the Umbreon, knowing that if it's just going to want to set up Dragon Dances, I can threaten it with Foul Play, and if it's just going to attack, I shouldn't take too much damage. We do eat that Earthquake quite nicely. Get some good leftovers recovery. Now what's my opponent going to do? I was debating whether to go for Wish or Foul Play here, but I actually went. Caught in the Sticky Web, which is brilliant. And I went ... for the Foul Play. In retrospect, definitely should have gone for the Wish. But we do some nice damage to Tapu Koko with another critical hit. I certainly had my fair share of hacks this battle. Now I'm like, right, let's throw up a Wish. Get the health recovery going on. My opponent seems to be quite a smart person with these predictions. Cursed shiny Tapu Koko as well. I would have thought my opponent had an all-shiny team if it weren't for the Gyarados. Now I'm thinking he's probably going to think I'm Protect. So maybe he's going to switch out, but I actually stayed in and I was going to attack him. Unfortunately, my gamble did not pay off. He stayed in and Dazzling Gleamed me, KOing me. But now's a good time for Nelly to come back in. And I figure he's going to switch, but he probably won't go into Gyarados this time, knowing that I can Earthquake it. But surprise, surprise, he does switch into Gyarados. And unfortunately for me, I went for another knockoff. I wanted to try and knock off the item of anything coming in. But yeah, Gyarados, bad call. Now I'm thinking, right, I need to sack something off. I need to keep Nelly at full health for that Garchomp. So I'll let Lycanroc go down here. I don't see Lycanroc putting in too much help with this battle. But we actually see the Dragon Dance. Must have foreseen my switch there. But I think I'm pretty much screwed here. But actually, I outspeed. That's right, I believe Mega Gyarados is 81 base speed and Lycanroc is base 82 speed. So he actually outspeed probably by just 1 point and take it out with the Stone Edge. Now that Lycanroc actually put some work in, I think I'm going to want to try and preserve him. And I think Garchomp won't be able to do too much damage to Nelly, and I can probably just Ice Shard it anyway. So, we see how much an Earthquake does. And it does quite a decent amount. What's that? That's over a third. I'm not very good with the whole maths. Let's say that did about 45%. Now in comes Buzzwole, as I did go for the knockoff, predicting that he probably would switch out. And yes, we see a Rocky Helmet, telling me that that Buzzwole is probably one of the more defensive kinds. So again, I need to keep Nelly alive, and Lycanroc is kind of expendable at this point. But he actually goes for the Ice Punch, which is good for Lycanroc, who eats that quite well. And now he has a good opportunity to let loose with my Z move. I highly doubt I'll take it out, because pretty sure that's a bulky Buzzwole. Its highest stat is its defense, I believe. But yeah, we'll go for the Z, Firium Z, Inferno Overdrive here. And we see it lives, unfortunate. I did a good 80%, maybe 70% damage there. As out comes the Hammer Arm. That surprises me. I didn't think he'd actively want to make his own Pokemon slower. But we see the Beast Boost here is actually to the defense. So that's good news for Gallade. Because now I can bulk up and shouldn't have to worry. But I forgot he actually had an Aegislash, so Aegislash pretty much completely walls Gallade here. With Ice Punch, Drain Punch, and Psycho Cut. At this point, I'm pretty sure the battle is over. There's not much I can do. I'd already clicked the bulk up, so that's that. So here I figure, hey, I guess, let's just go for the Ice Punches, see what I can do. But yeah, Gallade's going down now. Do very little damage, but oh my god, Divine Providence. Arceus took pity on me here and said, you, my underdog, with your mediocre Pokemon, I want to give you a chance. This could be interesting. So I take advantage of this freeze and start bulking up. Now I figure, let's go and try and do some damage, see how much can be done. And we go for the Psycho Cut. Does a nice amount of damage, but I figure one more bulk up and another Psycho Cut will take it out. So that's what I go for. But he actually gets worried here and switches out. Switches into Celesteela. But hey, that's good enough for me. My Drain Punch will be neutral on that. And I expect to do way more than 50% now. I'm at +3 attack and +3 defense. I probably won't one-hit KO it here, but I will do good damage. And that I did, about 75%. And we actually see the Toxic here. I was thinking he'd go for the Leech Seed, but hey, Toxic makes more sense, really. Now, considering it used Toxic and it has leftovers, I'm expecting Protect 100% of the time. But not much I can do. And I don't really want to go for Drain Punch here. Did I? No. I figured if I go for the fighting move, he's probably going to switch into his Aegislash, so I'm forced into going for my Ice Punch here, which is also neutral. But he does withdraw. Not wanting to go down yet, and I keep going for the Ice Punch. Switches into the Tapu Koko here. I'm a bit surprised at that. I thought he would have wanted to keep that around, considering how fast that thing is. But we do have the Sticky Web up. But Ice Punch goes out, and at +3 attack, that easily kills the Tapu Koko. Good old shiny Tapu Koko of that. But yes, that poison damage is starting to stack. As in comes Celesteela once more. We know it's going to want to go for Protect, but there's nothing I can do. And as much as I'd love to go to Drain for Drain Punch, I can't, because he might just switch into Aegislash. But here, he's actually... I'm thinking maybe he's going to want to stay in. One more attack and I go down from the poison, I believe. So I actually decide to stay in and go for the Drain Punch. But the lucky guy, Kento, gets the double Protect. Very unfortunate for me, and that bringing that Celesteela right back up. I actually lived that, so I'm thinking now, right, maybe I should go for the Drain Punch? No, he's definitely switching out. He knows I'm dying next turn, so I went for the Psycho Cut. Quite unfortunate, because he did go for Protect and it failed. If I'd have gone for a Drain Punch, he would have died, and I would have lived. Very sad, but we did decent damage with the Psycho Cut. But now that Gallade's down, my only Pokemon left are Typhlosion and Donphan. And I know Typhlosion completely loses out to Choice Scarfed Garchomp. So, thinking maybe he won't switch Garchomp in, I decide to go for the Sunny Day. Because if you don't want to use a Choice Scarf on a Typhlosion, Sunny Day is a must. I hate Choice Scarf items. I think it is morally wrong to force your Pokemon into only using one move for a start. I just think that's really wrong and restricting. And I think it's just unfair that giving your Pokemon an item should increase their speed like that. A Scarf of all things. Just wrong in every sense of the word, and I refuse to ever use a Choice Scarf. But unfortunately that does mean Typhlosion goes straight down. But now Nelly's in, I'm going to go for the Ice Shard. He switched every other time so far, but maybe now he's thinking I don't have Ice Shard. But surprise, surprise, I do. With that priority, guaranteed to go first, Ice Shard takes out the Garchomp. I'm so glad. I was thinking maybe it wouldn't at that range, but I was lucky. Now in comes Buzzwole. Base 79 speed. Nelly has base 50 speed. I waited here, I looked up the speed stats, and I was like, right, in the Sticky Web, I'm pretty sure I'll outspeed. The only move that'll guarantee a KO here is Earthquake. And lucky for me, I do outspeed, and I do KO. In comes the Frozen Aegislash, and caught in the Sticky Web, I know I'm going to outspeed, so this allows me to go for a nice Earthquake freely. And Nelly is really pulling it back here. I couldn't believe it. That freeze literally saved me the game, but that was either, you know, what they called, a la Yahweh or Arceus there, wanting to see this Pokemon battle, wanting to see what my underdog Pokemon can do. So in comes Celesteela, and I'm thinking, okay, this is decent. Do I outspeed? I think I outspeed, yeah, I outsped the Buzzwole, and this thing's got a much lower speed. So I'll go for the knockoff, hopefully take it out there. I don't think I'll take it out with an Ice Shard, I need to go for that knockoff. But, silly me, I forgot. I was only faster than Buzzwole because it got stuck in the Sticky Web. This thing's a flying type, so it's not affected by the Sticky Web. But he goes for the Poison. The Toxic even. And he lives on 1 HP from the knockoff there. So I'm thinking he's going to try going for that double or triple Protect. But no, surprise, he actually just lets me go for the Ice Shard, taking him out, securing me the win. I could not believe it. Brilliant battle that was. My struggling Donphan, toxic, doing more damage each turn, about to die, takes out the Ultra Beast Celesteela. What a crazy battle, never thought I'd win that. But there we go. Good fun with Pokemon I love. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed.